All right, I think we're ready to go. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and blessings. Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Making sure my camera's straight. But yeah, come on in, come on in. Let's go ahead and kick off this 7-day fruit and salad challenge. We've been talking about this for the past week or so, waiting for today to come. That way we can start talking about how this 7-day fruit and salad challenge works. So this is going to be our introductory day where we're going to be breaking down the 7-day challenge. That way we can understand the ins and outs of everything when it comes down to what the challenge is about, what to expect from this challenge, and how to come away with the best understanding regarding the tactics and strategies that we're going to apply to help you get to the root cause of your blood pressure issues. So come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. So as you come in, make sure that you like the video and as well as subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. That way, when you like and subscribe to the channel, you'll get notifications every time that I go live. That way you don't miss a beat when it comes down to the different challenges that we're actually putting together. So in just a second, we're going to go ahead and get started with everything as far as the fruit and salad challenge. But like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right into this because we've been waiting for it for quite some time. Everyone signed up, they got their ebooks, got everything that they need. Now it's just all about putting the information to work. And we're going to talk about exactly how to do that. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with the basic understanding of what you're going to need for this challenge. And then we're going to progress through everything this next 7 days should look like. That way you can have an understanding of what to expect, well, what you're doing, what to expect, and how to make any adjustments as you continue to move forward. So again, we're going to go through the whole basics. This live video should be about 45 minutes or so. And if you have any questions, that's what the comment section is for. So as I go through this whole explanation of the 7-day fruit and salad challenge, drop any questions or comments right down below. That way I can address them to make sure that you have a complete understanding of what we're doing, how this challenge works, and how to get the best results for them. And the reason I decided to put it on YouTube is because that way, anytime that you do miss a day or you need to come back and double back for the information, it's automatically going to be on my YouTube page in a separate file, Fruit and Salad Challenge. Click on it, easily accessible. Listen to the information you need, whether day 1, day 7, whatever. You can digest everything that you need right here on YouTube. So with that being said, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the challenge. So we're going to start off with the first thing. So number 1, when it comes down to the challenges that we're going to be doing, the first thing that you need to do is document your journey. Document your journey. Everyone that's participating in the challenge should have a notebook and a pen, paper, something to document your journey with. You want to document your journey because you have to know where you're at in order to get to where you want to go. Documenting your journey is going to help you understand how these different tactics and strategies that we're going to apply, how they're going to help you, how they are helping you, and just be able to see the pathway that you're going down when it comes to getting better control of your blood pressure. So documenting your journey is going to be number 1. Make sure you have a notebook and a pen that's dedicated specifically for these challenges that we're doing, because as we go through the different tactics and strategies, this is going to help you understand how each and everything is working for you. And when you're documenting your journey, there's several things that you want to make sure that you write down. Number 1, you want to write down your blood pressure. You should be taking your blood pressure at least twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. That way you can see the consistency of where you're at and how you're moving forward. One time in the morning before you take your medication, and the second time before you actually have dinner or before you turn over for bed. Taking the blood pressure 2 times throughout the day is going to give you 2 consistent time frames of just being able to understand what your numbers are. Documenting your journey is going to be key because as we implement these different tactics and strategies, you are going to see some improvements. But you have to know where you're improving at and what's happening in order to continue with the steps that we're going to lay out in the coming challenges that we're going to have. Documenting your journey is one of the biggest parts of these challenges, because when you document everything, you get to see your transitions. You get to see how you're improving. And when you start to see the changes, whether it's with your blood pressure, your weight, your energy levels, now you're able to, this is going to help motivate you as you continue to move forward. So documenting the journey is going to be important. Blood pressure is number one, writing your blood pressure down. The systolic, the diastolic, along with the pulse, writing all those three things down and being consistent with it. Number two, you want to write your weight down. Make sure you're documenting your weight. Get on the scale once every other day or so. Make sure you're doing it. That way you can see where your trends are, and you'll be able to understand what you did that caused the scale to go up or the blood pressure to go up, and what you're doing that caused it to go down in certain areas. So the weight is number one, the blood pressure is number one, the documenting your weight is number two, and the next one, you want to just graph your BMI as well. And I'll make sure I send a link to you guys inside of the community. That way you can actually know how to calculate your BMI to see what these numbers are. These are going to be three key things that are going to help you continue to get better, but most importantly, get control of your blood pressure and work your way off of the pharmaceutical medications. Remember, document your journey. This is by far one of the biggest things that you have to do when it comes down to reaching the end goal of correcting your blood pressure issues. A lot of people here to document the journey and writing things down, and they think of like, oh, whatever, it's just fluff. Trust me. This is how you're going to get through this process. This is going to be your motivation. This is going to be your track record. And this is going to be the tool, one of the tools that you present to your doctor to help them see that you're doing what you need to do to correct your blood pressure issues. So make sure that you have a notebook to write these things down. You can write it down in a notebook, or even if you take a picture and have it in your phone. However, make sure you're tracking it some way. A journal is going to be key for this whole process. So now, as we get all our tools to document our journey, now we're going to talk about the tools that we have for the challenge. I'm going to go through all three different tools. That way you can understand how to use them, how to put them together, how to just make sure you incorporate them into your lifestyle. Those are the main things. So we have three different tools. Number one is going to be the 7-Day Fruit and Salad Challenge ebook. That's the first tool. I'm pretty sure everyone has already opened it, dove inside of it, and got a good glimpse of what's going on inside there. That tool, we're going to use that to understand the minerals that play a direct role in regulating your blood pressure. We're going to dive into the 7-Day Fruit and Salad Challenge ebook. We're going to go through the ins and outs. That way you can understand the processes by which these minerals work, how they regulate your blood pressure, and how you can identify if these are particular deficiencies that are contributing to the problem. So we're going to dive into that ebook. That's what our next 7 days are going to specifically revolve around when it comes down to the educational aspect, mainly because I'm a firm believer that the more you understand about the issues that you're dealing with, the better position you'll put yourself in order to correct the problem. So we're going to be talking about these different things, understanding the ins and outs, understanding how to correct these issues, and continue to move forward with understanding our blood pressure. So the 7-Day Fruit and Salad Challenge ebook, that has all that information just bundled up inside of there. We're going to be reading through that and breaking that down over the next 7 days. Number two is going to be the Fresh for Fall cookbook. The Fresh for Fall cookbook is a simple salad recipe cookbook. Again, this is our 7-Day Fruit and Salad Challenge. This Fresh for Fall is a fruit and salad. This Fresh for Fall ebook cookbook is a fruit and salad ebook with a couple simple recipes, salad dressings that you can apply to these different strategies that we're going to talk about, and just incorporate them through this routine. So applying these different strategies is going to allow you to continue to gain better control, and we're going to dive into how these things all tie together as well. And number three is our 7-Day Fruit and Salad strategy breakdown, and that's the last part that hasn't opened up just as yet. So many people have probably logged into it and saw the message that say, hey, it'll be opened up on the 10th. That's today. We're going to open it up right after this session. That way you guys can continue to just dive into the information and continue to get going. So now, those are the three tools that are there. Now we're going to talk about the different tactics and strategies that we're going to apply, how this 7-day fruit and salad challenge is going to work, the different pathways that we're going to use, and how you're going to be able to apply it to your lifestyle. Now again, for those of us that are here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you can get the notifications whenever I go live. That way you can continue to get the information that you need. So for the 7-day fruit and salad challenge, we have 2 strategies. We have a beginner strategy and an intermediate strategy. When we ran the 7-day fruit and salad challenge in the summertime, we ran in the summer, we only ran with 1 strategy, a beginner strategy. But I put 2 strategies together. That way we can pick and choose which one we feel more comfortable with and continue to move forward. So I'm going to break down these 2 strategies. That way you can understand which strategy works best for you and apply it to your lifestyle. These are very simple strategies. Simply take the strategy, take the information, and apply them. The main thing about it is being consistent. And we're going to talk about how we're going to hold ourselves accountable for this in just one moment. But these are going to be 2 strategies. The first strategy is going to be the beginner strategy. And this strategy is really simple. You're going to basically consume 3 to 5 servings of fresh fruits per day. 3 to 5 servings fresh fruits per day. And when it comes down to the salad, you can have 1 large salad per day. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to take out all these other things from your diet. This is not the part where we're removing things. This is the part of the diet where you're simply adding. We're adding fresh fruits. We're adding a fresh salad to our diet. So no matter what else you got going on, all you have to do to actively participate is consume 3 to 5 servings of fresh fruits and 1 large salad every day. 3 to 5 servings fruits, 1 large salad every day. Now, the main goal of consuming these fresh fruits and these fresh salads is going to give your body the highest amounts of vitamins and minerals that it needs to help you in the different areas when it comes down to regulating your blood pressure. The 3 to 5 fruits, it can be a variety of fruits, just a combination of fruits based off of your liking. You don't have to really follow any particular pattern. Just have 3 to 5 servings daily and that 1 large salad every day. Doesn't matter what time you have them, but make sure you're incorporating them into your diet each and every day for the next 7 days. 3 to 5 servings of fruits and 1 large salad. Now, when it comes down to the fruits, you cannot have a smoothie. You must eat the fruits in their fresh, raw, whole form. No smoothies. Reason being, when you have a smoothie, you put it in the blender, you blend it all up, and you just drink it real fast, and you kind of just go on about your day. You don't want to do that. Reason being, because you want to get accustomed to chewing and eating these types of foods, because in that form, it's going to benefit you the most. So eating fresh, raw, whole fruits is going to be the best option. 3 to 5 servings every day. Pick your selection: grapes, oranges, pomegranates, cantaloupe, whatever you want. Pick it. 3 to 5, go. Now, for the salads it's going to be where it's really important at. For the salad that you're having, you want to make sure that you don't have any store-bought salad dressings. No ranch, no blue cheese, no Thousand Islands, no store-bought salad dressings at all. So on your salad, no store-bought salad dressings, no proteins, no meat, no eggs, no chicken, no nothing, no animal-based products, no proteins, no grains, no rice, no beans, no quinoa, nothing. Just a vegetable salad. No grains, no meat, no cooked items on it. All fresh, raw foods, a fresh vegetable salad. And when you build that salad, you want to make sure you have a combination of the fresh vegetables that you like. You don't have to have anything that you don't like or all that stuff. Just have what you like on that salad. If you like peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers and that's it, that's all you have on your salad. As simple as that. When it comes down to the salad dressing, we're going to talk about that in just a second. But your salad that you're consuming needs to be a fresh, raw salad. No proteins, no grains, no beans, no cooked items on this salad, no store-bought salad dressings. Reason being, 99% of store-bought salad dressings contains 3 things that we need to stay away from when it comes down to blood pressure issues. And that's salt, oils, and sugars. And we're going to dive into that as we get into the challenge itself. So staying away from those store-bought salad dressings is going to be very important. Well, the next question probably is, well, what do we use for our salad dressing? And that answer is inside of your 7-Day Fruit and Salad Challenge ebook. The ebook has multiple dressings inside of it, as well as the Fresh for Fall cookbook. It has several dressings in there that you can simply prepare in the comfort of your home with a bowl and a fork, just whisking it together. And those are the dressings that are going to be the most compatible when it comes down to improving your blood pressure and getting control in these specific areas. So you want to stay away from store-bought salad dressing. Trust me. Don't try to just sneak your ranch and your dressings on top of that, because you're doing yourself a disservice when it comes down to getting to the root cause of these problems. So understand that on your salad, no store-bought processed dressings, no animal proteins, and no cooked grains or beans or foods on top of it. A fresh raw salad. So again, for the first strategy, the beginner strategy, 3 to 5 servings of fresh fruits. No smoothies. All fresh fruits in their whole form. Whatever you decide to choose, that works for you, but just make sure you have 3 to 5 servings. You don't have to eat these 3 to 5 servings in one sitting. You can have a serving in the morning, a serving in the afternoon, a serving at night. So figure it out however you want to do it, but get at least 3 to 5 in. The more the merrier, the better the combination, the better, because when you have different combinations, you get different combinations of vitamins and minerals as well. And all of these things are going to help with your blood pressure. And as we continue throughout this challenge, we're going to be tying all these things together so you can better understand how this works and what this strategy is going to be able to do for you. So 3 to 5 servings of fresh fruits, no smoothies. And the second part of it is 1 large salad every day. No salad dressing, no store-bought salad dressings, no animal-based products on top of it, and no cooked items such as grains or beans on top of it as well. Those are going to be the first part of, that's going to be the beginner aspect of the strategy. And one more thing, which is very important, when you build your salad, and I mentioned this is going to be part of our breakdown as well, and it's inside of the 7-Day Fruit and Salad Challenge ebook. When you build your salad, it should be three greens that you focus on the most. Those 3 greens are going to be kale, arugula, and well, it's 4 of them actually. Kale, spinach, arugula, and Swiss chard. Those are 3 greens that you can have in combination inside of your salads. Try to avoid these simple icebergs and the romaines and those other greens out there. There's nothing wrong with them, but when you're doing something with intentions, you want to make sure you have the highest quality of nutrients in the foods that you're consuming. So if you have a combination of arugula, spinach, and kale, and Swiss chard, or whatever combination you feel comfortable with of those greens, this is going to give you the highest amount of vitamins and minerals when it comes down to helping you with your blood pressure. So if you're going to eat a salad, make sure that it's going to be beneficial for you in the way that you want. That's where you can get the results that you need to continue to move forward. And we're going to continue to break this down in the coming days, but that's the basic strategy for the beginner opening strategy. Make sure that you have a combination of make sure that you're having 3 to 5 servings of fresh fruits along with that large salad. Again, no store-bought salad dressings, no animal-based products on top of it, and no cooked items inside of your salad. Having that combination, that's going to be your beginner stage for the next 7 days. That's going to guide you through this challenge, and this is going to allow you to understand, this is going to allow you to see how your body responds to the different nutrients that you're giving it, and you're going to see it reflect in a couple different areas. You're going to see it reflect in your weight. You're going to see it reflect in your blood pressure. You're going to also see it reflect in your energy levels and your bowel movements as well. So this is going to be a domino effect of things kicking into gear that's going to get your body primed up to move in a health promoting direction, because the goal of this challenge is all about gradual progression. Gradually progressing in the right direction with lifestyle changes to better understand what you need to do to correct your blood pressure and get to the root cause of the problem. In the summertime when we did this challenge, many people in these first 7 days, 10 pounds, 12 pounds, 15 pounds in 7 days by simply making this adjustment. Blood pressure down 10 points, 5 points, 20 points. We've seen it all happen by simply making this type of adjustment to their diet and lifestyle. And again, this is all about just simply adding the foods that you need, not removing everything else, which we're going to get into as well. I keep saying that, but we're going to get into it. But this is all about adding the minerals that are required for your body to properly function and regulate the blood pressure. By adding these items into your diet, you are going to see drastic improvements in many different areas. And this is going to kickstart you to getting a better understanding of what's going on with your blood pressure and start moving in the right direction. That's what it's all about. It's all about gradual progression, and that's what we're going to start with. Now, number 2, the second strategy. This first strategy was the beginner strategy. The second strategy is more intermediate. This is for the individuals that are ready. And I say ready, I mean they probably did this challenge last time and they're ready to step up to the plate, or the individual that's just ready to get this blood pressure trouble over with. This is a more intermediate strategy. This strategy is similar to the last strategy, but it just takes a little bit more focus. Reason being, we're going to focus on consuming nothing but fresh raw foods from the time you wake up all the way to 4 o'clock p.m. So it's more of a subtraction aspect as well during this strategy. And this is what I call a raw until 4 p.m. strategy. So basically from the time you get up in the morning, whether it's 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever time you get up, from the time you get up all the way until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're not eating anything but fresh raw foods, whether it's fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, whatever it is, nothing but fresh raw foods from that time frame. From the time you get up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, nothing but fresh raw foods. The reason that you're doing this is because you're getting your body primed up with the things that it needs from the time you get up and all the way through. When you wake up in the morning, your body is specifically in the elimination stage. You wake up in the morning, you usually use the bathroom. Your body is cleansing and eliminating itself. And the best thing that you can do during this time frame is give it the food that it needs that helps with the elimination process. And that's going to be fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. Reason being, because when you consume these fresh raw items in the morning, one, they don't put a burden on your digestive system. They're usually in and out 20, 30 minutes, and they also give you the highest amount of nutrients to help your body and your organs of elimination function at a higher level. So less burden on the digestive system and the higher quality vitamins and minerals that's going to boost the elimination efforts and allow for the body to continue the cycle at a higher pace. So being intentional about this process, such as just not having nothing but fresh raw foods from the time you wake up till 4 o'clock in the morning, this is going to get the gears turning a lot faster. You're going to be eliminating any other types of food during this time frame. So you're going to follow the same guidelines that we spoke about from the first challenge: 3 to 5 servings of fresh raw fruits, a large salad, no store-bought salad dressings, no animal-based proteins, no cooked food, just all fresh raw, staying completely raw all the way to 4 o'clock. This is going to help you accelerate a whole lot faster. And what you're going to see, it's going to start all right here. It's going to start in the gut. You're going to see the improvements start here. You're going to see improvements in your weight loss. You're going to see improvements in your weight. You're going to see improvements in your energy levels. You're going to see improvements in your blood pressure. You're going to see improvements all over throughout your body. And just being consistent through the next 7 days with this strategy, it's going to allow for you to get these gears turning. And you're going to see how it reflects through each and every day. And the thing about it, it doesn't take a whole 7 days or however long to start seeing results from this. You're going to see results in the first 2 to 3 days as you start moving forward. And this is going to prime you up to keep you wanting to do more. Because I guarantee you, when you start this process and you start seeing the blood pressure numbers coming down and seeing the scale doing the same thing, this is going to motivate you to keep moving forward. And this is going to really help you with the gradual progression in order to reach in order to get to the root cause of the problem. So the raw until 4 strategy, this is going to be something that's a little bit more challenging. It's really all about mindset, because remembering that, okay, I'm raw until 4 is a certain type of preparation that comes with that. Bringing your fresh fruits with you, bringing a salad with you wherever you're going. Make sure that you're not in compromising situations, and making sure that you're prepared for for this strategy is the biggest thing. Anyone can do it because there's no limitations on it. You can't just say, oh, I'm starving myself. No, you can have as much as the fresh fruits and fresh vegetables and salads that you want. You can have all that you want. Eat to your heart's content. And when 4 o'clock comes, then you transition back into your cooked foods, and the same cycle goes on again. In the morning time, all the way to 4 o'clock, fresh raw foods only. From 4 o'clock on to the evening, then you eat your cooked foods and continue moving forward through that stage. So it's a really simple, more intermediate strategy. It's doable by anyone, and this is something that's going to help catapult you over the top when it comes down to getting a better understanding of your blood pressure. So what I'm going to do before I move on to the next session, I'm going to answer any questions that you guys might have. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. And remember, make sure you subscribe to the video, to the channel. That way, when I do go live again, you get the notifications and you can continue to move forward with this whole process. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer any questions, and then we could just keep moving with this. We can keep moving with this strategy that we have. Here we go. So I see Laura says salads always gets hard to digest for me after a few days. So one of the strategies that I talk about inside of the fruit and salad ebook is how to properly prepare your greens to make it easier on your digestion, because that can be a complication that some people experience when it comes down to just, eating more greens and not having them as often or regularly. They can feel a little bit of constipation, and it just disrupts the digestion a little bit. And that's totally normal, totally part of the process. So one thing that you can do to help with this process is simply massaging your greens a lot more before you actually consume them, because when you start to massage them with your hand, you break them down and they're not as tough for you to chew on and to digest. So massaging your greens is one of the best things that you can do to help with this process, and it'll make it a lot easier for your digestion. And as we continue through the fruit and salad ebook, we're going to talk more about these different tactics and strategies. That way we can just continue to know what we can do to offset some of the symptoms that you may experience, because some people may experience being gassy by eating salads, or other type of symptoms. But we have to understand what's actually going on in this process. Think of it this way. You got all these fresh foods coming in, and then you got all these other stagnant processed foods, or these low quality foods that are there. These high quality foods with these nutrients and minerals that you need, they're there, and they're going to push all these things out of your system. They're going to clean you out, push things out, give your body what it needs. And when you have a positive and a negative, you're going to always have some type of reaction that's there. Some people get gas, some people get bloated, some people get other types of side effects. And as we continue through the challenge, we're going to talk about how to offset these things. That way you can make sure that you're comfortable as you're moving forward, and you can get the best results without, experiencing any discomfort. Next one, I see mixed field greens. Field greens are great. There's nothing wrong with them. Add them to the mix if you like as well. But those power greens that we spoke about, those are going to give you the highest amount of minerals when it comes down to the ones that's specific to regulating your blood pressure. And field greens, they fall right into the category, so don't feel like you have to short yourself, or if they're more comfortable for you to have, feel free to add it in there. You don't have to necessarily follow, everything to the T that I'm saying, but make sure that you're in the same ballpark rather. So, if you don't like kale and you want to substitute it with field greens or what have you, that's fine. Let's do so. These are the greens that I'm talking about that I mentioned. Those are my recommendation, because those are the highest quality that are available. But if you want to substitute them out for what's more in your liking right now, feel free to do so. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Let's see. What other? If you got any questions, feel free to drop below. I see another question from Miss Sunny. What about our blood pressure meds? Do we not take it? Continue to take your medication. You don't ever want to stop taking your medication, and this is why we talk about documenting your journey. Take your medication throughout this whole process, because this isn't the part where we just stop taking our medication. You want to keep taking your medication throughout this process, but you want to make sure you're documenting your journey. because you documenting your journey of how you're progressing is ultimately going to be part of the way you get off of the pharmaceutical medication. And I'm not here to say stop taking this or stop doing that. No, I'm here to help you get better by improving your health, correcting your lifestyle, and working your way off of pharmaceutical medications. Because to be honest, the reason a lot of people are alive right now that have blood pressure issues is because of pharmaceutical medications. If you pull those medications from you, Lord knows what will happen. So continue to take your medication as you go through these whole processes. Continue to improve your health, build your body back up. And as you continue through this process and the different challenges that we're going to have, this is going to help you get to the end goal. Because again, this is about gradually progressing. You don't just fix blood pressure issues overnight. You do this by gradually getting better, gradually progressing through this whole process, understanding what's triggering your blood pressure issues and improving your overall health. Because when you improve your overall health, your blood pressure is going to get better, and blood pressure medications seemingly just go away after that process. So keep taking your medications, and we'll get to that part of how to get off of the medications in a later challenge as we go about it. On the intermediate, can we use homemade dressings on the salad before 4? Yeah, all homemade dressings are great. The main thing is you want to make sure in your dressings you stay away from salt, oils, and sugars. I wrote that down inside of the 7-Day Fruit and Salad ebook. Stay away from salt, oils, and sugars inside of your dressings, and we're going to be more specific about that when that time comes. But all homemade dressings are fine, but no salt, no oils, no sugars, no store-bought dressings, and that's going to help you. Accelerate through this process a whole lot faster. And when we get into that aspect of understanding the salt, oils, and sugars, I can guarantee you it's going to start clicking. And when you start pulling those back from that diet, you're going to really be able to get over that hump and get the results that you need. Can we use olives? That's a great question, actually. I would probably say be mindful of the olives that you use. You can find some low sodium olives there. Olives are like one of those pickled items, so they're usually high in sodium the majority of the time. They have a lot of oils in them as well. So it can be really tricky with olives. I would probably say stay away from them unless you can find ones that fit inside of the specs that we're talking about. If you can't find them that fit inside of the specs, low sodium and all those different things, probably stay away from them for the time being. I ain't saying you got to drop them, but stay away from them for now. That way you can just continue to understand how your body responds to the changes that you're making, and it's to help you continue to move forward. So that's going to be a big part of it. Can you have legumes cooked? No legumes. All fresh raw items on these salads. All fresh items on the salad. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't have. Let me backtrack a little bit. So, in this challenge is all about adding those nutrient-rich foods to your diet, the fresh fruits, the fresh vegetables, and the fresh greens. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't have other cooked items, but you just want to let me slow down. In the beginnings, in the beginner session that we talked about with the fresh fruits, the 3 to 5 servings of fresh fruits and the large salad, you want to focus on just adding those to your diets, and whatever else you're consuming throughout the day, that's fine. If you want to have all X, Y, Z, then so be it, so have it, but make sure you're having the right foods. And then when it comes to the intermediate part of it, you want to make sure from the time you wake up till 4 p.m. that it's all fresh raw foods, and then after 4 p.m. then you can add some of those other items into it as well. So those are the differences that's there. So it's not all about pulling things out yet, but it's about making sure you're falling in that guideline. And in the 7-Day Fruit and Salad Challenge ebook, it goes a little bit clearer in that, and we'll make sure that we'll keep going through that whole process. And here we go. I'm gonna keep moving. I see a lot of good questions in there, and that's gonna tie right into these things. And yep, so cool. All right, so those are some of the basics. Now, here we go. Now it's time to tie these things together and what this next 7 days is gonna look like. So we're gonna make sure we're documenting our journey. We understand the strategies that we have. Now you wanna make sure that you pick the strategy that best aligns for you. Don't jump back and forth between the strategies. Pick one, stick with it, because when you jump back and forth, you're gonna throw yourself off. Find one that you're comfortable with and stick with it. It's not a race. It's about gradual progression. Pick one. If it's the beginner strategy, stick with it for the next 7 days. It's the intermediate, see your way through it for the next 7 days. And after the end of the 7 days, after documenting your journey, you're going to be able to see what took place during this process. That's the most important part. It's not a race. It's not who gets the lowest blood pressure. It's none of that. It's all about the individual, because individual results will vary. I'm going to tell you that again. Individual results will vary. The reason being is because people's blood pressures are triggered by many different things. Your blood pressure could be related to your nutrition, your stress levels, underlying condition, your lack of exercise, your lack of vitamin D. It can be a number of things, and these challenges that we're putting forward are going to be able to help you understand what your potential triggers are. This 7-day fruit and salad challenge is all about getting the nutrients and the minerals that you need. That way you can see how your body responds. For the majority of people that are dealing with blood pressure issues, it's simply a mineral deficiency. They're imbalanced in many different areas related to minerals. And what happens is when you add these nutrients to the mix, their blood pressure just starts to balance out and regulate itself. And now moving forward, they just have to be mindful about what they're doing. Most individuals that have blood pressure issues, it's revolving somewhere around a potassium and sodium imbalance, which we're going to talk about in the later days of the challenge. But simply adding more of these fresh foods that are high in these minerals and nutrients, it's going to help offset these things. So understand that individual results will vary. Some people lose 15 pounds in 7 days. Some people won't lose anything. And some people bring their blood pressure down to the point where they can get off the medication. Some people only come down a little bit. It's different things that vary. But the main thing is, as we progress through these challenges, and as I say challenges, this is a series of things that needs to take place. As you progress through these things, you will be able to see what your triggers are, because getting to the root cause of your blood pressure issues requires for you to understand what's triggering. It could be your nutrition, it could be your lack of sleep, it can be an underlying condition, it could be a deficiency, it could be your stress levels, it can be a number of things, a combination of things, it could be all of these things. You have to be able to understand where it's at. And these challenges are going to allow you to apply different strategies to build the foundation that's going to help you get to the root cause of the problem. So if you're here for a quick fix, I can tell you now, go ahead and log out and get your money back, because it ain't no quick fix. It's a process, and you must be willing to show up for yourself, go through the process, understand what's contributing to your issue, and pull it out and get to the root cause. And that's what we're going to be here to do. And I can guarantee you, if you show up for yourself, you follow the tactics and strategies that are provided to you, you are going to be able to get results when it comes down to getting control of your blood pressure and ultimately getting off of the pharmaceutical medications. That's what the goal is all about. Here we go. So when it comes down to our scheduling, we are going to be live on YouTube throughout the week. That way we can get a better understanding. So Wednesday, Thursday, the next Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be here at 7:30. We're going to be here at 7:30. We're going to be going through the ebook. We all have our ebooks available. I'll be reading through the ebook to help you understand X, Y, Z, how it comes together, understanding nutrients, the deficiencies, how they all play a role in your blood pressure, and being able to identify what could be your potential problem that you're dealing with. So as we're applying these different tactics and strategies throughout the week, we'll be going through the educational aspect. That way you can get a better understanding. I don't want you just to say, okay, I'm doing this because this guy say do this. I don't want you to do that. I want you to understand the ins and outs of it. That way you can understand what you did to fix your blood pressure. Because what happens is, when it comes down to blood pressure issues, this is a lifestyle condition. This is directly related to your lifestyle for the majority of people. And when you make the necessary adjustments, understanding what your triggers are is going to help you continue to move forward with the health promoting lifestyle. Because if you correct your blood pressure issues and you get off of blood pressure medications, and then you go back to living the same way that caused your blood pressure issues, the problem is just going to come right back. There's no cure for high blood pressure. You fix the problem by correcting what's fueling the problem. And once you correct that internal issue and fix those imbalances, now you can move forward in a health promoting direction with better control and be able to eliminate those need for pharmaceutical medications. So remember, this is a process. This is a journey. It's not about, just fixing it right away. This is about understanding your triggers and getting to the root cause of the problem. So this is going to be a really simple process. These next 7 days, really simple. It's all about mindset. You really just have to focus your mind on doing these things. And this is where we're going to get into our fruit and salad strategy, which we all have the link for inside of our email. You also have the link for the 7-day fruit and salad strategy session. Now we're going to get into this a little bit deeper. That way we can start getting the accountability, because when it comes down to blood pressure, accountability is important, man. You got to be able to show up for yourself. And that's the reason I created the blood pressure group, is that way you can be in a community with like-minded individuals dealing with the same problems that you have, that you're dealing with, and putting their best foot forward to get the results that you need. This community is there for you. Everyone in this community that's actively participating, they're dealing with the same troubles that you're dealing with, whether it's nutritional, stress related. We all got the same problems, myself included. I had blood pressure issues as well. So we're all here to help with this issue. So use the community for your benefits. Number one, the best way to use the community, this is number one. During this challenge, if you're actively participating in the challenge, every time you take your blood pressure, simply take a picture of your reading and post it in the group. Doesn't matter how good or how bad it is. Nobody's there to judge. I don't care if it's 220 over 109. Put it in there. Trust me, we've seen it all inside of there. Put it in there, and this is where your accountability comes into play. Simply post your numbers in there and continue to apply the tactics and strategies. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start here, and then you're going to see this, and then you're going to see this, and then you're going to see this, and this is going to continue as long as you continue. So putting your numbers up, this is going to be part of the motivational aspect. And the most important part is this. You want to be a participant in your healing process. You can't be on the sideline spectating everybody else playing the game. If you want to win, you got to get on the field. You got to be willing to play and shoot and score and be willing to miss a shot as well. So if you're trying to get to the root cause of your blood pressure issues, you have to become an active participant. Participate through the strategies that we're having. Simply posting your numbers in the group. They don't have to be the prettiest numbers. Posting them in a group is going to be a vital part of these different strategies. And you may think that, it's just a number, but what happens is on the back end, this is where the confidence and the commitment comes from. If I can't get you to post your numbers, there's no way in the world you're going to get to the other strategies that we have that's really going to get you over the hump. These strategies are simple mindset strategies. Get your mind together, and I can guarantee you when we get 2 to 3 weeks into the challenges, you're going to be able to see the best results you've ever seen when it comes down to your blood pressure. But you have to be willing to actively participate. Simply participating through the process is going to help you get to where you need to be. Number one, posting your numbers in the group. Simple as that. Post it. This is going to help you continue to be consistent through this process. Number two, post your fruits and your salads. Post them inside of the group. Whatever fruits you have for the day, that 3 to 5 servings, post them in the group. Whatever salad you have for the day, post it inside of the group. This is going to help you build the accountability that you need. Simply showing up, posting it. You might forget, or you might remember when you halfway through the salad. It's fine. Trust me, we've seen it all. Post it inside of the group. Hey, I did what I needed to do. This is my salad. This is my fruit. This is my blood pressure. It's in the group. Continue about your day. All it takes is a quick snapshot, post it in the group, and this is going to be part of your accountability. Again, you're in a community with individuals dealing with the same problems. There's no judgment. It's a judgment-free zone. I can guarantee you that. No one's sitting there typing, oh, this, that, and the third. It ain't happening. This is a judgment-free zone for individuals that are looking to get to the root cause of their blood pressure problems. And simply becoming an active participant through this process, it's going to help you build up the confidence, get motivated, and most importantly, understand how to get to the root cause of the problem. So posting your blood pressure every day inside of the group, along with posting the foods that you're consuming inside of the group, that's going to be an important part of it. That way you can understand, okay, let's say you did put something on there that probably shouldn't have been on there, or something that could be contributing to the problem. The conversation comes up, because one thing is this: if you're eating something that can contribute to your blood pressure problem, but you don't know that, it still affects you at the bottom line. Even if you knew or you didn't know, you still have to pay for that. So understanding these things, these strategies help you in many different ways, but you have to be willing to participate in order to get the help that you need to get you where you need to go. It's as simple as that. It's a judgment-free zone. Show up for yourself. I can't show up for you. Nobody else can show up for you. Show up for yourself. Actively participate through the process, and that way you can see what's going on. I can't tell you since the last summertime how many people have been able to reduce their weight, reduce their blood pressure, get off the blood pressure medications, and get on with their life by simply following the different tactics and strategies. Imagine a life where you get up in the morning and you ain't even got to worry about taking your blood pressure. You don't even have to worry about a pill. You don't have to worry about nothing health related, because you're living in a lifestyle that's alignment with health promoting practices. And that's what the ultimate goal should be. Nobody wants to wake up in the morning and worry if their blood pressure high and all these other complications going on. No, imagine a life that's free from all that. And the way you get to that is by living in a health promoting way and actively participating in your healing process. So this group and this challenge is a call for you to participate through this process. When you show up for yourself, you have a community of people that are here to help support you through this process. Many individuals in the group now have gone through these challenges, have gotten the results that you wish to get, and they've been there, done that, and they can attest to the value of these different challenges and how they work. All it takes is for you to show up for them and do the things that you need to do. So make sure that you're taking a picture of your blood pressure, putting it in the group, taking a picture of your of the foods that you're eating, put it in the group. You can even take a picture of your weight and put it in the group. Put it all in there, send it up there, and continue to move forward. And day by day, we're going to make sure that we're moving in the right direction to get better understanding of what's causing our blood pressure issue, and ultimately get to the root cause of our blood pressure problems and get off of the pharmaceutical medications. So that's actively participating is going to be the first part. Number 2, the fruit and salad challenge strategies. The fruit and salad challenge strategies. Every day, I want you to show up for yourself for 5 minutes. These 5 minutes, log into your strategy session account and digest the information. Every day, something for the next 7 days, something's gonna pop up there, and it's gonna be for you to digest. Nobody else but you that's going through the challenge. So this is specifically for all those individuals that are signed up and enrolled in there. For the next 7 days, simply pop into it. It could be in the morning time, it could be at nighttime, it could be in the middle of the night. Whenever you remember, just simply pop up in there, log into it, and digest the information. It's going to be a simple audio information. It's no long reading, no passages. Audio information that's going to help you continue to move forward. This is a part of accountability. You need the information you want the information to help you get over the hump. You got to go get it. It's already sitting in your phone. All you have to do is log into it. The best thing that you can do is set 2 reminders. So for those of us that are available that can do it right now, take a second and set 2 reminders in your phone. The first reminder, 10 a.m. in the morning. 10 a.m. reminder. Boom. Set a 10. Set set a morning reminder, whatever time works for you. Some people get up early, some people get up late, I don't know. Whatever time works for you in the morning, set a morning reminder. So if you wake up and you leave out the house at 9 o'clock, set yourself a reminder for 8:45. That reminder, check my strategy session. When that reminder goes off, look into your strategy session real quick. Boom. All right, I got my strategy session. I got my information real quick, my quick 2-3 minute audio. I listened to it, put it together. Boom. My mindset is already in the right direction with what I need to do. Some more additional information that's going to continue to help me get better. That's all you have to do. 3 to 5 minutes, set it there. Also, set the second reminder in the afternoon. Let's say you missed the first reminder. Life get ahead of you, children, whatever. Something happened and you missed the first reminder. You got the second reminder, that afternoon reminder. You might be sitting down watching TV and a reminder go off. Oh crap, let me listen to my blood pressure information. Put your headset in or pull your phone out, do however you do it, listen to the information. This is all about accountability, man. Showing up for yourself. Again, I can't fix your blood pressure for you. No doctor can fix your blood pressure for you. No herbalist can fix it. Nobody can fix it but you, because this is a lifestyle issue. This all comes from the way that you're living your life and the things that are contributing to the problem. And you must be willing to participate in get into the root cause. So these different strategies are going to help you move forward, get a better understanding, and digest the things that you need to get the results that you want. It's as simple as that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a few more questions. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them right down low in the chat. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well. That way you can get the notifications that you need every time we go live to understand, what you need when it comes down to the blood pressure information. Here we go. So I'm gonna answer a few more questions and get going from there. Where do we get the ebook? You get the ebook from, I have it live. It's live on my Facebook page. I think that's the best spot I can tell you, because I don't think the link is on YouTube. It might be on YouTube. Tell you what, I'll put the link inside of the caption myself, and that way, I'll put the link inside of the caption after the video. That way you can get what you need. But if you need the information live on my Facebook page, you can see the link already listed there inside of my bio, everything that's there. Even in my YouTube bio, you can simply click on the link there. It'll take you there. But what I'll do is I'll put it inside of the captions right down low, the comment section right down low. That way you can know exactly where to get the information to join the challenge, because the challenge officially locks off at the next 4 hours, because after 12 o'clock, we're not letting anybody else in, because you're going to be behind the 8 ball already. So at 12 o'clock, the challenge shuts down. No more people can enter into the challenge. And for the individuals that are there, we'll be locked in and focusing on the things that we need to focus on. Any individuals that miss out, you got to wait till the next season when it comes around, because we do these challenges once per season. We did it last summer. Now we're in the fall. The next one is not until the winter time, and we do them in series. The reason being is the method to the madness of how things need to work. Again, it's all about gradual progression. We start with the fruit and salad challenge, and then we move to the pressure purge challenge, and then the next challenge. And there's a whole nother thing that we'll get into that's going to all be things to help you better regulate your blood pressure and get off the pharmaceutical medication. So I'll make sure I put the information down low, and then keep going. So is it okay to massage the greens? Yeah, definitely. Massage the greens. You say it with lemon juice and apple cider vinegar. Those are all fine things that you can add into the greens that'll help soften them up, add a little flavor to them as well. All those things will help moving forward. Here we go. Let's see. I see importance of sleep and all those things. Yeah, those are all important, but we'll get to those things later on, because again, blood pressure issues come from a number of different areas, and sleep is a very, very big one. We'll get to that later on, but right now we're focusing on nutrition, because the goal of these strategies, again, is to understand each area in totality. You understand the nutritional aspects, what you need to consume, what you need to eliminate, and how to put it together. Once you understand that and you get better control of this area, now you can move to the next thing. And then now you can move to the next thing, the stress, the sleep, the vitamin D, the exercise. You can move to each thing. But the better you understand one aspect first and then move to the next one, the better
the better results you'll actually get. Because the last thing you want to do is be like, oh, I want to manage my sleep. Oh, I'm trying to get my nutrition better. Oh, I'm trying to get more exercise. You're going to be all over the place. And then it's a whole lot harder to be consistent. So, we're focusing on nutrition first, and then we'll continue to build. And I can guarantee you, when you lock in through these different strategies, you will get the results that you need. And again, understand this. I like to repeat this. I repeated this all last season. No two people have the same type of blood pressure issues. It could be a number of things. If you do this challenge and you don't get the results that you're looking to get, continue to move forward. Reason being, I can guarantee you might not get the blood pressure numbers that you're going to get, that you want, but you're going to see improvements in your health. And the improvements in your health is going to put you in alignment to get to the root cause of your blood pressure problem. So just because your blood pressure didn't drop down and you didn't get all those great numbers that you might see popping up in the group, that's fine. But you must be willing to be consistent. I'm going to use myself as an example. Where my picture at? It's over there, matter of fact. Use myself as an example. I lost almost 80 pounds before I got control of my blood pressure. My blood pressure was still up and down through an 80-pound weight loss journey for 8 months. 8 months, I was locked in on my lifestyle. I lost 80 pounds. My blood pressure was still doing this. It wasn't until I got control of my stress levels to when I got control of my blood pressure. 80 pounds, working out, exercising, doing all these things, eating better, sleeping better, doing all those things. Did I feel better? Yeah, I felt better. I looked better and everything. But my blood pressure numbers were still high. When I got control of my stress levels, everything changed. My whole body changed. Everything changed. My lifestyle changed completely. So understand that you may see some drastic changes or you may not see some drastic changes in certain areas of these challenges. But being consistent through them, you will eventually get to where you need to be. Because again, blood pressure issues can be triggered by numerous things. It could be one, it could be two, it could be 5 or 6 of them all tied in together. But as you continue to move forward, apply the different tactics and strategies, improve your overall health, your blood pressure will get better and you can work your way off of the pharmaceutical medications. Here we go. Let me see. Any other questions? If you got any questions, feel free to drop them inside. I see Martin's in. Say, hey, Martin, what's up, man? Martin has been a part of, Martin, you might have been a part of all the different challenges that we had. I'm going to tell you a cool story about Martin. Martin, correct me if I'm wrong if you're down. Martin, I remember when Martin joined the challenge. Martin posted in the group. He was like, hey, I saw this $10 challenge. I decided to give a try. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That was like one of his first posters inside the group. And before I knew it, Martin was in every challenge because he was able to get the results that he wanted. Martin showed up every day. He showed his notes of him documenting his journey. He took a picture of them. He took a picture of all his food. He makes these cool videos with him doing different things, and he does his whole thing with his foods. But most importantly, when you look at Martin's numbers, they do this. Every day that he posts, his numbers do just like this. They continue to come down. I can say this is for the last season, since summertime, his numbers has been doing this. His weight has been doing this. His blood pressure has been doing this. And this is a testament to an individual that shows up. He shows up every day, eats the food that he does. He continues to apply the different tactics and strategies, and he gets the results. He talks about the meditation process from the stress challenge that we did. He talked about the movement from the Fit for Life challenge. He does all those things, continue to compound them, and he gets the results that he's looking for. So Martin, I'm glad to see you inside of the group again for the next challenge. It's definitely a pleasure to see individuals that have gone through the process, that got the results, and they're still actively putting together these different strategies. Most importantly, because again, this is not a quick fix, it's a lifestyle. And I can guarantee you, once you go to looking better and feeling better, you're going to continue doing what you're doing, because there's no way you want to go back to feeling the way that you used to feel. You want to continue to feel good. So you're going to continue in this health promoting direction. So understand that this is a lifestyle, man. Just making the necessary lifestyle changes and you will see your body respond and get better. So this is going to be very important. Question. Don't want to lose any weight. Any suggestions? Well, it's not about losing weight. Weight loss is a side effect of like getting healthier. So you may not necessarily want to lose weight. It's not a weight loss challenge. This is a nutritional challenge. We're about getting the nutrients that we need. Weight loss is a side effect for the individuals that need those things. So it's not necessarily about losing weight and chasing the scale. So, if you lose weight, this is a side effect of what your body needs to happen. So don't look at it as a weight loss challenge, but it's all about getting the nutrition that you need to improve your blood pressure. And this is what's going to help you continue to move forward in the right direction. What'd I do? I did something. Oh no, I'm still here. What else we got? And the next one, I say, I am doing this for weight loss. Do I post the weight results? Exactly. If you're doing it for weight loss as well, post the results. Because again, what happens is weight loss is a side effect of making the lifestyle changes. Because now when you eat, now think of it this way. I'm going to give you this example. When you start eating more whole foods, and when I say whole foods, this means foods in their more natural forms. Banana, squash, zucchini, a pumpkin, a cucumber, a salad, an apple, greens, whatever. They're in their whole natural form. When you eat more whole foods, you get more fiber, more water, more vitamins, more minerals, and enzymes that your whole body needs. And what happens is this. That fiber, those nutrients, those enzymes, they go through a more complex process during your digestive stages. And what happens is you find yourself being more satiated, meaning that you find yourself being more full, and you're not just snacking and reaching for different snack foods that could be high in calories. Because we have to understand this. When you're hungry, a lot of people reach for foods that are high in calories, but your body doesn't necessarily want calories. You want nutrients. So when you eat nutrient-dense foods, your body loads up on the nutrients that it needs, and this curbs your hunger, and it gives your body the nutrients to function at a higher level. And now your organs of elimination are functioning at a higher level, and they're cleansing the body. So that excess waste that you may be holding on to in different areas, it gets to move out and cleanse a lot rapidly. So if you're doing this for weight loss as well, post the information inside the group, because you're going to be able to see changes. Many individuals see the scales move, and it's not, and I like to talk about the scales, don't get me wrong, but it's not all about the scales. It's about your overall health. But I can guarantee you, if you continue to document your journey, you're going to see the scale move, you're going to see your blood pressure move, you're going to see everything trend in the right direction. And this is going to continue to motivate you to keep moving forward and get to the root cause of the problem. Do we need to exercise while you're doing this? That's a great question, Tracy Johnson. Great question. Let me break this down for you. During these strategies, continue to live the best health promoting lifestyle that you can. And I'm gonna give you a couple examples. If you're already exercising, feel free to continue doing what you're doing. You don't have to revamp and do all these great things while doing this. You don't have to. But if you're already doing it or you want to do it, by all means, continue to do so or apply it, because these are all going to help you in the long run when it comes down to getting your goal. So getting to your goal. So applying different like exercise routines or other type of strategies, those are all going to be beneficial. The main thing is you want to make sure that the strategies that we're talking about, the beginner and intermediate strategy, you're applying them to a science. And everything else that's going on around you or that you're deciding to do, that's fine. Apply it as you go. And it's not going to affect you in a negative way at all during this process. But one thing that I do want to mention is this. For the best results from these strategies that we're talking about, for the best results, do this one thing. For the best results, do one thing. Eliminate all processed foods and fast foods from your diet for the next 7 days. Processed foods, fast foods, get rid of it. And I can guarantee you will have the best results when it comes down to anyone else going through this process. If you eliminate the processed packaged foods, the fast foods, the takeout and stuff like that, eliminate that for the next 7 days. Say, yeah, I can't eat no fast foods, no processed foods, no takeout for the next 7 days. I can guarantee you this will definitely catapult you up a lot further during this whole process. That's probably the only rule that I will put in there with these different strategies. No processed foods, no fast foods, and continue to follow the other strategies to the T, and you will see some great results moving forward. And the most important part is this. As we move into the next challenges, you want to continue to apply the different tactics and strategies as well. So the strategies that we're doing from week 1, the fruit and salad challenge, you want to continue to do that in week 2 with our next challenge, because now you have your nutritional challenges and then you also have your elimination challenges, and you're doing these things together, and these are going to compound to improve your health. And as we go from week 1 to week 2, week 3, and applying these different things that are compounding together, you're going to transform. Your husband ain't even going to know who you are next to him. Your wife ain't going to know who you are next to her. Like, your kids are going to be able to wrap their arms around you and to hold you completely. I'm talking about those types of changes. And the reason I say those things because I've been through that. I remember when my little daughter couldn't wrap her arms around me like that. And now when I lost them 80 pounds, she was able to do so. Those are amazing changes that come from making lifestyle adjustments. And gradual progression is how you get there. You don't get there by going on looking for a quick fix and exhausting yourself trying to do this and do that. No, you gradually progress through the process. You know, follow the drill, follow the routine, be consistent. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, but show up for yourself, and this is how you're gonna get there. And over the next 6 weeks, that's what we're going to be dialed into to help you understand some of the tactics and strategies that you can do to get to where you need to be. So show up for yourself. That's all it's really about. And I can tell you, the individuals in the group, they can attest to that. The Miss Mary Ann's, the Miss Nettles, the Miss Lily, Miss Clara. I'm losing that. It's so many of them that all got the results. They got off the pharmaceutical medication, lost 30, 40 pounds. Miss Mary Ann lost 50 pounds. I think last week I spoke to her 2 weeks ago. She was on the curve of losing 50 pounds. Like, it's a lot of different people that are getting these results by being consistent and showing up. And that's what it's all about. You got to be able to show up for yourself. So here we go. How big is a big salad? Big salad, 2 cups. Let me say it. Let's see, got a little bowl somewhere. I think my bowl's up there. Big salad. You want to talk basically about 2 to 3 cups of fresh greens is going to be the main thing. And the best part about this is that you don't have to measure it. Whatever your hand size is, get 2 nice handfuls, and that'll be the best way. Don't worry about the actual cups and measurements. Use your hands, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you see what you can eat and what you can handle, measure it with your hand. Don't even get into the complications of it. So yeah, 2 cups is roughly what it is. Use your hands, measure it out, massage it out. That should be one of the best things that you can do for yourself. So other than that, I see a bunch of other information about sign up stuff. So what I'll do is, again, I'm gonna make sure I put the link inside of the comment section. And then, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I put the link inside of the comment section. You can also find it inside of my on the Facebook page or on my YouTube page as well. You'll see more information about signing up, getting the ebook, getting all the tools that you need to continue moving forward. Most importantly, deadline is going to be at 12 o'clock tonight, because on the 11th we're kicking things off, and for the next 7 days we're dialing in. Again, back to the schedule. Wednesday, Thursday, 7:30, we're going to be live on the channel breaking down the ebook. You're going to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to yourself. Make sure you're following the strategies and guidelines. And then Monday, Tuesday, we're pulling it back together and making sure that we got a complete understanding of what is what, how it's working, and we're locked into what we need to do. Because again, as we move forward, we want to make sure that we have the best understanding and we're getting the results that we need. Because the last thing I want you guys to do is to be wandering around aimlessly like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but don't have the right strategies. Because the end goal is to be able to come away with the understanding of nutrition directly related to your blood pressure and what you need to do to continue getting to the root cause of the problem. So with that being said, I got one last question. I'm sorry. Are we posting our daily results on Facebook group? Can you give us more information? Yeah. So in the Facebook group, again, that's where you're gonna post it at. Inside of the high blood pressure group on Facebook, that's where you're posting the information at, right inside of there. When you post the information inside there, that's gonna be where basically you keep you're held accountable at for yourself. because you showing up there basically shows that, hey, I'm an active participant in the challenge. I'm putting my numbers up, and boom, I'm working towards getting to the root cause of the problem. And that's where you're going to get all your praises, all your congratulations, all your motivation to keep moving forward. If nobody knows you participating, how are they supposed to celebrate your wins? And one thing about it, when it comes down to gradual progression, you want to celebrate every milestone that you're on. You lose a pound, man, that's a milestone. Some people try to lose a pound their whole life, can't even get rid of it. So you understand, these are different milestones that we all celebrate, and most importantly, we're there to motivate each other to continue moving forward. So to wrap this all up, we're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to be live tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. back here on the YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you can get the notifications. I'll make sure I send some out too. But you know, sometimes people say they don't get them and all that other stuff. I'm going to send the notifications out to everybody again. We'll be live here and we'll be going through the ebook. That way you can get the technical understanding, because the more you understand about your blood pressure and how these things work, the better you're going to be able to get to the root cause of the problem. And that's what it's all going to be about. And that's what it's all about. So make sure you have a journal to document your journey. And make sure that you log into the blood pressure, the strategy session every day. Tomorrow, moving forward from tomorrow, make sure you log into the strategy session to get the additional information that you need. And then moving forward, we'll be here every week, every day. We'll be here on the schedule to make sure that we get the information that we need. So I appreciate you all for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you at 7:30 tomorrow. So peace and blessings, and take care.